the prep zone.
Oh my goodness!
Rice, splashdown! Oh my goodness, what a hit!
From Rebel Stadium at Pearl River High School, it's the Prep Zone Game of the Week. Welcome to the Prep Zone. My name is Grant Yenny. We have a good rivalry matchup here. Week 3 football action. Pine travels to take on the Pearl River Rebels. Let's bring in Councilman Coach Jimmy Inman for more analysis. Coach, let's start with Pearl River. Tashad Badon has been phenomenal.
They've got two backs, and he's just one of the feature backs, but, man, they can go. If you look, they're averaging 45 points a game. There's a reason for that. Those two gents can tote the rock, and he definitely can.
A lot of offensive firepower on the other side of the field with Pine. What do we know about them?
They're averaging 49 points a game, only giving up 4. So when you got a point differential of 45 points a game, you're doing something right. This could be a good one.
Thanks, Coach. We'll have more analysis from the press box. I spoke with both coaches moments ago. Let's hear what they had to say, and we'll get to the action. Coach, you're off to a great start. How do you plan on building on that tonight against a rival opponent in Pine?
Yeah, well, I mean, Pine has a really good football team. They're very well coached, and it was a barn burner last year at their place. We need to just take care of ourselves. We need to worry about protecting the football and coming out and playing our football game, and that's how we build on 2-0.
Yep. We cover this like every 2 years. It is a rivalry.
Yeah.
How do you control the emotions of players in a rivalry matchup like this?
You just try to make things normal. Like you go to practice normal, you do your scouting report normal, and you don't make too big a deal of it because, I mean, after this game, we still got 7 more games to play, so you can't make this to be all-end-all game.
Both of y'all are off to a great start, but they have a lot of firepower on offense. How do you limit that?
Well, I think it starts with tackling the running backs. Those are big, powerful runners. We got to win the line of scrimmage and gang tackle after that.
And we were saying this is a rivalry matchup. We cover it every 2 years.
Yeah.
How do you control the emotions of your players in a matchup like this?
Well, I mean, we respect what they do. We know it's a rivalry, but it's a good football game. You know what I'm saying? There's never any cheap penalties or anything like that. So it's a good rivalry. We respect both guys, but both teams respect each other. But we know we have to play good, clean football because they're a good program to win.
Come on, folks, let's get this kickoff started. Come on, here.
And this one's kicked away. It'll be returned from. Oh no, it
ball,
won't be
live
returned.
ball.
It's live and just. Oh my
wow.
goodness!
Wow.
Off the bat, Pine has it because there was a communication error with the Rebels. And nobody grabbed the ball.
No, and the ball checked up. It literally bounced straight in the air. And you had one of the Pine Raiders run onto it and grab it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I just thought they said it was Pearl River ball, but that can't be the case, is it?
One of our first quarter props tonight is Mr. Jason Livingston. Jason Livingston is District 9 candidate.
Well, so Pine's in a huddle.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
So I think that was you talk about miscommunication, and it's still early in the season.
It is. It's week 3.
Wow, that's a big play right out of the gate.
Handoff goes. A stiff arm, and he's brought down in the backfield
Nice tackle.
by Gage Duran.
Yeah, that was well read. Able to shed his blocker. Not only eat up the space, but make up the distance and make the tackle. Well done.
Second down, hey, nice digital down box on the other side. You'll probably see it in a second. But,
even my old eyes can see that. So
huddle, Pine breaks it. 2nd and 11.
a big play on first down by the Rebel defense right there.
Luke Spears, the senior quarterback, will fake the give, rolling out, slings it out. It's complete, gets away from one. That'll be a first down for Pine, and he'll get down to about the 10-yard line. That's Vaughn Johnson, the 5'8 junior running back.
Diagnosed well by Pearl River. Just, the back right there was able to shed a couple of tackles and pick up the first down.
They'll place the ball at the 11-yard line.
Nice play design by Pine as well.
So we talked about this before the game. They can move the ball and they can put up points, averaging 49 points a game.
Yes. I'm under no disillusion that we're going to see a 3-3 game.
Yeah. Spears calls for it. Give goes. And he's inside the 5.
And a nice hole right there on the right side of Pine's offensive line. So good job by those young men. And now Pearl River's looking. It's 2nd and goal from the 5, and the field does condense right here, so that actually may work in Pearl River's, advantage. The Rebels' defense has been salty this year. Big challenge right out of the gate, though.
For sure. Spears under center. Calls for it. Give goes to Johnson. Has room to run, and he's into the end zone for the score. Pine is on the board first.
Again, that right-hand side of Pine's interior offensive line just did a great job right there. Huge hole. I'm not sure that the running back was touched on the way to the end zone.
Yeah, excellent job by that right side. An extra point attempt coming. It looks like it'll be kicked by A.J. Warren, the senior kicker, out of the hold from Spears. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. 9:52 to go here in the first quarter, and Pine is up 7-0. Okay, so let's try this again. The kick return for Pearl River, fair catch called. So it'll be Pearl River ball at the 30-yard line, that time handled cleanly. So we will get our first look at Mr. Badon and the Pearl River offense.
And you know that the offense has to be chomping at the bit. They had to have been ready to get out there, put their mark on the game. But such is life, a little bit of a delay and a little bit of a hole right now, 7-0. But again, this Pearl River offense can motor.
And Tashad Badon averaging nearly 9 yards per carry.
Oh, that's all? Wow, man. Maybe he'll get to 10 after this evening. We'll see. That's some pretty gaudy numbers, I got to say. But
5 touchdowns in 2 games.
Again, man, that's impressive. That's the only way to say it.
So Badon, the 6'3", 200-pound junior running back. Now they're going with the I. And give goes to Badon, and he is wrapped up in the backfield and brought down for no gain.
Yeah, that was a mano-y-mano, O-line, D-line moment, and in that case, the D-line came up trumps right there. But, again, you got a special back right here. We'll see what Pearl River decides to go with. I will say this, Pine's defense, we keep talking about all these offenses in this game. They're only giving up 4 points a game. That's impressive.
Stout. Yep. Calling for it. It's a direct snap to Badon. He'll go straight ahead and a gain of about 3 on the carry.
A little momentum, able to carry it through. Puts up a 3rd and manageable.
So 3rd and 5. Nine minutes to go here in the first. Still September, so we will have the hydration breaks. Calls for it. Give goes to Badon. Dancing around. He's met and dropped for no gain.
So well defended by Pine's interior D-line right there. Their linebackers flowed very well to the ball as well.
On the stop is number 55, Tremichael McGee.
And it looks like we're going to see the punting unit come out for the Rebels.
Back to punt. Jude Cooley, senior DB and punter. 2 back to return for Pine.
Special teams are always important, as we saw,
right off the bat. Snap is high, and he's going to punt it away. Pine gets out of the way of it there. That's Garrett backing away from it. So now Pine's second drive, they won't have the luxury of the great field position.
Yeah, that was a very short field they were looking at the first go-round. Pearl River's defense was certainly up against it. Tell you what, that was a nice job right there of not only handling, a snap that was kind of high, but able to roll out rugby-style punt it and still be effective. So well done. That's that senior aspect coming in, that maturity.
Senior vision, veteran experience.
For sure,
yeah.
For sure.
So Spears under center. He'll call for it. Gives on the end around. And he will be brought down, wrestled down after a gain of 6 on the carry by a host of Rebels there.
And I believe all 22 players were within like almost touching distance from one another. That box was absolutely packed.
James Owens on the carry.
Pine back to the line here.
Spears calls for it. Give goes to Johnson, straight ahead with room to run. He's off to the races, and he'll go down to the 20-yard line before being run down by Zadarius Brown.
And this time it was Pine's left side of their O-line that was actually able to create some space. I tell you what, I'm impressed with their O-line at this point. So Pearl River may have to make some adjustments at this point, or it maybe look to it in the near future.
7 to go here in the first.
Once again, number 12, Luke Spears is the quarterback for the Raiders.
Spears calls for it. Give going right side, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 1. That is McIntosh on the carry.
Yeah, Carraway in there as well. Charlie Carraway, a senior DB. Again, good job by those young men shedding their blocks, getting in the backfield, and creating some havoc. It's going to set up a second and long.
So play comes in from the sideline.
Ball just shy of the 19-yard line.
Spears calls for it. Give goes. He has room to run. That'll be a first down, and he'll be brought down by Philip Huth.
I'll tell you what, Pine may have gotten away with some movement right there on the left side of their offensive line. Then again, that may be a flag down. It is.
There it is. There's the flag. I haven't seen a hand signal of.
It may be.
It's a hold.
Okay.
So that's actually a better scenario for the Rebels.
So it is. I thought I saw movement on the left side of the line. I didn't see the hold, but hey, they're a tad closer than us.
And we have a heat and humidity break. 6 minutes to go here in the first. Pine up 7-0. All right, coming out of the heat and humidity break, it's 2nd and 14 for Pine. Orbit motion from Owens.
Big holding call right there. Let's see how Pine responds.
It's a pass attempt. Slung out, and it's knocked away. That's a great job there by Javante Rogers.
And I tell you what, I don't know what happened right there, but the throw was a little wobbly coming out, and it allowed Rogers to actually make a play on the ball, and he did. Coverage was excellent.
Yeah, excellent job punching it away.
Absolutely.
So that'll make it 3rd and 14 for the Raiders. It's interesting when you see Lakeshore does it too, but when the play comes in from the sideline and they run it in, it's old school as opposed to the hand signals. Low snap for Spears. He handles it cleanly. He'll sling this one out left side, and it's complete. It's still on his feet. It takes 3 to bring him down. That's DJ Garrett with the reception, and his helmet comes off.
And a good job staying in there to deliver the ball because it was a delayed blitz coming from his left. It's Pearl River's right, and he got a free massage on that play.
And that'll be a first down. Or are they going to say it's inches?
And I do believe you are right.
Yeah, they're going to move it.
Yeah,
they're going to move it. Okay. It's just a delayed call from the officials there. So first and goal from right at the 10.
And that was a really big second effort right there because that would have set up third, as you said.
Spears gives to Johnson again, rumbling forward inside the 5, down to about the 3.
And I tell you what, Johnson's got to be very happy with his O-line because there's some nice-sized holes on that right side. So good play calling by Pines OC, keeping Pearl Rivers D honest right there. But certainly you're going to go back to the well, which is that right-hand side, because it's been effective this evening, at least so far.
Second and goal. Give goes to Johnson.
Well done right there by Pearl Rivers D.
Keeps churning forward. What hard running there from Johnson.
Hey, coach says keep your knees up and moving and churning, and he was doing that.
He didn't go down.
No.
He just, momentum got stopped. That's it. So it'll be a third and goal from the 3.
Big play right here. Pearl Rivers defense, if they can stiffen up, that would definitely help getting their offense back out on the field, in a manageable circumstance.
Spears calls for it, and that's James Owens in for the score. Is there a flag?
I thought there was some movement again, but I don't see a flag. And it was,
I don't. Yeah.
It was the same side. It was the near side, but that little flinch, so to speak, is not being called. And guess what? Nice play call right there by Pine, and pay dirt.
Excellent blocking, and he got in there. Extra point attempt here. Kick is up, and it is good. 4:14 to go here in the first. Pine is up, 14-0. Warren to kick this one away following the Pine score. This one lofted up, and it's fair, caught again at the 27-yard line.
So the old sky kick, it worked the first time in terms of catching Pearl River off balance and off guard. Pearl Rivers managed it quite well, sets them up with decent field position to start each drive, so the last 2 drives, I should say. And now it's time for Pearl Rivers' offense to get out and go to work.
For sure. 44 in their last outing. So far they've been shut down by the Pine defense.
And it's been really stout up the middle. Pine's linebackers have done a great job of flowing to the ball. But the question is, will Pearl River start to look to the edge and see if they can get to the edge? But, man, that's so tough to do when you have such a great back in the backfield.
It's a screen, and it is blown up.
Yeah, well read by Pine's defense.
So Jenkins hauled it in. Rester on the stop. So makes it 2nd and 11 for the Rebels.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, obviously, but you got to give credit where it's due. Pine's defense right there, excellent job of diagnosing that and putting hats on the ball, flowing to the ball.
Calling for it. Give goes to bat on, and here's a flag down.
So
big gain there, but I think it's going to come back on a hold.
Probably. I mean, that's my guess as well. Good hard running on his part, though, and a nice job in terms of vision. And then, definitely against the Rebels, so it's going to set up a second and well, I would say a cab ride, but I don't think the youngsters know what a cab ride is anymore.
Second and an Uber.
That's right.
I would like to give the lovely homecoming court their very nice.
Wow.
From the 20.
Very stylish, I must admit.
It's a haul.
Yeah. Now back under center. Give goes to bat on. Coming here near side, and excellent job there by Pine to wrap up. I think that was
number
initially.
9 initially. So was that Noah Barber? Well, I believe it was. So he would be a senior linebacker for the Pine Raiders. And, man, if that was him, he was definitely shooting the gap right there. It may have been number 8, Luke Spears, and that would actually make sense as well. But I could have swore it was number 9.
No, that would be James Owens.
Okay.
Slung out, and it is incomplete. So another stop for the Pine defense.
I tell you, they came in advertised as being pretty stout themselves. As we mentioned earlier, only averaging 4 points a game against. So they're as advertised.
It'll be, once again, Cooley back to punt this one away on 4th down. Snap is back. That one's on point. And it's punted away, and this one will go out of bounds. So where are they going to mark it?
It's going to be around the 40-yard line. Oh, no, they say it went out
the
right
48.
at the 48.
But still, the Pine offense is starting on the Pearl River side of the field once again.
Yes, they are. So short field to work with. And I tell you, that unit on that side of the ball has been equally impressive. Pine's had a good showing this evening, I must say.
Absolutely.
At least starting out in the first quarter.
Are we moving the ball over?
Near hash, and it's time to play.
So Spears under center. Calls for it. Give goes to Johnson. Straight ahead, and that's a gain of 2.
Nice job right there by Pearl River. I tell you what, anytime you can hold Pine to a 2-yard gain, you've done something well. It looked like, was that Durand Gage, defensive lineman right there, only a sophomore.
Yeah, stout for the sophomore. They're playing under the big lights on Friday night.
That's right. That's right.
Spears calls for it. It's a screen.
And that's behind the line.
It's complete, and it is shut down by the Rebels for a 3-yard loss.
You got to be impressed with the Rebels defense right there. Streaming to the ball. So well diagnosed, and then to have the Hats flow in that direction with some quickness was impressive. It's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 actually.
80 ticks to go here before the end of the first.
And look, Pearl River's defense last series had a big 3rd down, and Pine was able to manage it. Yet another big 3rd down right here at midfield.
Motion across. Spears looking to pass. Slings this one out and incomplete. Little too much on it. Zachary Thomas couldn't haul it in.
And I tell you what, that was actually a pretty nice pass right there by Gardner. So, had some mustard on it, though.
He was shot out of a cannon there.
He was putting it where it needed to be, but it...
That's one of those passes that when you reach out, if you do catch it, it's going to carry you another 2 yards.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And, if he hauls that in, it'd have been tough to bring him down. He's a big receiver. Obviously, he'll look back at that and go, you know what? That's 9 times out of 10, I'm grabbing that one. So,
first punting situation here for Pine, and that's a good punt.
There's a flag on the play, so we'll see what that's about.
It's down at the 20-yard line by Dakota Johnson.
So the question is, what is this flag for? It's at midfield, so I'm not sure. Could it be offsides? Little conference. We'll see soon enough. Well, here comes the explanation to the coaching staff. And And it looks like Pine's taking the walk back.
Waiting on the signal here. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift. Going to go against the Raiders. Free kick.
So the Pine punting unit back out to re-kick.
And that gives Pearl River a little more space to work with. And, we're still figuring out where we're at. And
there we go. Now we're ready to go.
All right. So this, I feel like we were watching a tango, not football. So
Snap back to Warren. Punts it away. And this one, well, it works out a little bit better for Pearl River. They get another yard.
one of the things I will say is Pearl River is in the back. They're getting close on both of those punts. So, in the very least, for your special teams, maybe the next time it's like I'm going to lay out and get that one. You get a little more confidence getting that close to the punt itself.
So now this drive for Pearl River still not on the board. Is this the drive where they're going to complete it, march down the field, and get in the end zone?
Well, if you're the Rebels, certainly that's the goal, right? You need to get back into this game and put it on your terms. So,
calling for it, running out far side, hard running there. He'll gain 2 on the carry. That was Jenkins on the carry,
hey,
the 5'8 junior.
A direct snap right there, a little positive yardage. So, and now it opens up the right side, so you'll be on the left hash, a little room this way. I think Pearl River is going to start looking to get to the edge, just simply because, again, Pine's been impressive with their offensive and defensive lines.
Let's see if Pearl River gets this play off here. 7 seconds on the clock. Calls for it. Give goes to Baton, and he is bottled up and dropped.
And, again, that's into the teeth of that defense, and they have been impressive up the middle.
At the end of the first quarter, Pine leads 14-0. Coming top of the second, it's a screen to Jenkins, and he'll be brought down by Lorian Hart.
And it's a pickup, but it's not enough for the first down. So it's actually going to set up a 4th and 5. And in this position, it's time to bring that senior punter back out.
Man, that Pine defense is strong.
Yeah, they are impressive, I must say. So we noticed before this game, they had some size. So
snap is back to Cooley, and it's punted away. This will be a return for Pine. Oh, that might be a face mask.
Yeah, well,
I don't see a flag down.
I'm surprised not to see one there because that seemed pretty obvious to me. If it wasn't a face mask, it was an ear hole.
For sure. But still excellent field position once again for Pine to start this drive. And last time out was their first punting situation.
Yep.
But for the most part, they've been efficient.
And you got to give tip you have to Pearl River's defense last time. They stepped up, and they're going to have to do so again. And again, man, that's a crowded box.
End around. Oh, big
Nice
contact
job.
there, but no gain. Stop there, number 26, Elijah Morse.
So I tell you what, you gotta admire sticking your nose in right there because that's a big back that you have to chop down, so to speak.
Yeah, Aiden McIntosh, 6 foot, 195.
Yeah. Let's just say he eats healthy up in Pine.
And we will step away for a timeout. 10:46 to go here in the first half. Pine up 14-0. All right, so it was a play clock issue. It'll be kept on the field. Here's a pass for Pine slung out there, and he'll be maybe 2 yards shy of the first down. That's DJ Garrett on the reception.
And I tell you what, Garrett did a great job. He's such a large wide receiver. I mean, he's such a specimen that you're going to have your hands full just because he's an athlete and a half. So he did a great job on his running his route right there. Just a nice stop. Immediately pops back, able to pick up some much-needed yardage for Pine.
It's about 3rd and 2-ish. Give on the end around. That's a first down for Pine. And he's brought down over there on the far side. That's James Owens once again on the carry.
I tell you what, I could see one of Pine's offensive linemen holding his hand, both hands up in the air on the sideline. So usually that's an indicator. Pearl River's done a good job of, stiffening up when they had to, but right there, Pine's able to come through.
Von Johnson, a big run here again. Look at the legs still pushing forward.
And off that right side again.
And that is another first down for Pine. That's where the squats and the sled drills come in the summer when you're putting in that hard work.
Very much so. And again, you start to look at the offensive and defensive line. I'm telling you, these aren't some Lilliputians. These are some pretty big guys.
Spears give to Johnson again, breaks 2 tackles. The third brings him down.
And again, diagnosed well. He's hit in the hole, but he's such a good back. He's able to, he manages to break that tackle and pick up yardage.
Make it 2nd and 4 for the Raiders. 8:43 to go here in the half. Motion.
Left side.
Spears gives to Johnson, and he's in for the score again.
I mean, it's pick your poison with that offensive line. That they're just, mowing up front. Really, really impressed with their offensive line.
Yeah, the big guy's getting big push. Extra point coming for the Raiders. And it's blocked. So 8:23 to go here in the first half. Pine is up 20-0. Confusion on the field now. Warren will kick it away. Fair caught once again. And Johnson quite unhappy coming off the field after the fair catch once again.
Yeah, I think part of it is, you want to advance the ball right there, and the opportunity presents itself. It might be time to take advantage of it. I understand the concern initially with what happened to start the game, but hey, it's time at 20-0. It's time to start being aggressive.
Pearl River offense back out. Give goes to Zadarius Brown.
And I tell you
and,
what.
Excuse me, before, need to make a correction here. I said Johnson because 7 for Pine is Von Johnson, but that was Zadarius Brown for Pearl River, number 7 there, who wanted the ball advanced. Yeah.
So, Ethan Rawls right there, number 44, a senior linebacker, was able to, shoot that gap and make that tackle. And I tell you what, if you're Pine, you're very happy with that, because if not, Pearl River was getting the edge right there, and it was going to be a big play.
Give goes to Brown once again, coming near side. Oh, my goodness, lays a hit. What a run there for Brown. Wow.
Man, I tell you what, you talking about bringing the load right there.
Yeah, Brown came in tonight averaging 11.6 yards per carry.
Well, he didn't get 11 yards right there, but I tell you what, he got a lot of satisfaction when he laid that delivery, because, man, he wasn't checking up, was he?
Calls for it. Give goes to Brown again. Excellent running. Spins away from a defender, and that's another first down.
Beautiful move in the hole. Great job by Pearl River's O-line right there, creating a little space, and he didn't need much once he got through. Beautiful, beautiful spin move. And I tell you what, he wants to be fed right. He's liking what he's seeing.
Now he'll come out, bat on, goes back in, because, I mean, it's just a heck of a tandem there between the two of them.
Yeah, as we mentioned before the game, it's a two-headed monster in the backfield for Pearl River.
Now give goes to bat on. He'll be brought down after a gain of 1, brought down by Rawls.
And Pearl River has certainly decided, you know what, we're gonna put our imprint on this game. We're gonna be physical at the line of scrimmage, and we're gonna let our big backs get us back into this game. A nice drive right here would certainly help Pearl River's defense.
Turnage gives to bat on, and he'll race forward for a gain of 5 on the carry.
And a good job by Badon right there. He was able to read that the hole was opening up back to the inside. And a nice job by him right there.
We'll step away for the heat and humidity break. Pine up 20-0. Coming out of the heat and humidity break, it's 3rd and 5 for Pearl River, and that's going to be a penalty. So that should back them up. That'll make it 3rd and 10.
Well, that is not what you want to see if you're the Rebels right here. So, and I tell you, it's been a nice drive to this point. But
yeah, the spark from Zadarius Brown.
For sure. And then when Badon came in, he, like I said, he just had a beautiful cut on the inside, able to pick up some additional yardage on his 5-yard carry. I guess the issue if you're Pearl River right now is you haven't shown that you can get 10 yards yet, so now's the time.
Coach Seal takes a timeout. 6 minutes to go. Here before the half, Pine up 20-0. Coming out of the timeout, it's 3rd and 10 for the Rebels. Turnage calls for it, fakes the give. It's going to be Jenkins coming around on the sweep, and he'll be brought down about 4 yards shy of the first down.
There's a flag on the play as well.
Let's see the call here. I guess the official giving the hand to the coach.
Seemed that way.
And they wave it off.
Okay.
So it'll be 4th and 4 for the Rebels.
Well, you're in a territory where that's going to have to happen at this scoreline. So you're going to leave you guys out there and say, let's go handle some business. Now, 4 yards is something that has certainly been in the playbook, especially on this drive.
Turnage brought the play in. Calls for it. He's rolling, slings this out, and it's incomplete. And that's a turnover on downs.
And immediate pressure in the backfield right there. I'm not saying Pine was looking for it. What I will say is, if they caught him off guard, they reacted quickly.
So Pine offense back out, leading 20-0 here with 5.5 before halftime.
And again, Pearl River, the defense has been on the field, so you do worry about them. Like I said, wilting a little bit in his heat. But the last couple of drives, they've hung in there and they've definitely put the work in.
Spears with the give to Owens. Owens pushed out of bounds over on the far side, but not before getting the first down for the Raiders.
And again, you worry about a tired defense going up against these two backs for Pine because, man, they're good. 7 and 8 can play, brother. And that offensive line.
The ball looks spotted a yard ahead of where the chains are. Okay, there they go. They moved it back.
You weren't wrong. It was first and 9.
Spears calls for it. Give goes straight ahead to Johnson.
Well done by Pearl River's interior defensive line and their linebackers right there.
It's Gage Durand once again with the stop, and Johnson's going to have to come out for a play.
Man. So Pearl River stiffens right there. It's set up a second and, not short, but certainly
7.
If you're Pine, you would have wanted to pick up a little more right there, but Pearl River, great job. Stacked box again.
Looking to pass is Spears. Slings it out. It's complete, and he's off to the races. And in for the score, James Owens.
Wow.
With the touchdown.
And I tell you what, Pearl River had pressure right there immediately. So sometimes you just have to tip your hat and say, you know what, Luke Spears, all 6'4" of you was able to catapult that ball out. And I tell you, you couldn't have run out there and placed it any better.
Absolutely not. Caught him on the run. He didn't have to make any sort of adjustment. He just put his hands out there.
It was a perfect
and
delivery.
Took it to the house. So, are they going to go for 2 here? Yep, Spears calling in a play.
So it'll bring it to 28. So
motion, Spears calls for it, gives it to Owens, and Owens rushes it in. The 2-point try is good. So 4:42 to go here before half. Pine up 28-0. And Warren kicks this one away, and this will be returned. Bringing it up the field. He'll get to about the 39-yard line on the return.
So, that's one of those things where you have the opportunity and get a little positive yardage, give yourself a good starting spot for your offense to go out there and jump back into this game.
In Noah Benson on the return, 6-foot sophomore linebacker for the Rebels.
You got good hands, though, so bring the ball in and roll with it. So it's a big drive, big series right here for the Rebels.
Yeah, trailing 28-0 here with 4:40 before half. Turnage calls for it, and he'll give to Baton straight ahead, and he's running angry. And Pine, the defense, is playing angry too.
For
and
sure.
Stop him after a gain of about 3.
Baton wasn't going down, though. He stayed on his feet. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder, as you said. Oh, thank you. Pass out wide, and this is, man, that was dangerous. Almost picked off. Jenkins was the intended receiver right there. And this is going to set up a 2nd and 5. Still 2nd and manageable. Got a flag on the play. Oh, thank you.
So, first down for the Rebels.
Indeed. So I'm not sure what the call was, but
Breaking the action. I'd like to give a great big old shout out to our cheerleaders down there. This past summer, they went
Pearl River with good field position. This is where actually returning that kick kind of kick-started this, yes.
Turnage under center. Calls for it. Give goes this time to Brown. And Brown will gain 4 on the carry. Check that, make it 5.
Good run right there by Brown. Good job by Pearl River's line on the left-hand side. So the Rebs are putting together a nice little drive here.
Yeah, looking to get on the board here before the half. It would also do wonders for the homecoming morale. Brown racing forward. An excellent run there. Another first down.
Absolutely. Great job. Knees churning, going straight up the middle. And it took a host of Raider defenders to get him down right there.
.3:14 to go here before the half. Turnage will give it to Brown once again. And he'll be brought down after a gain of 2.
Another good job by Pearl River's O-line on that left-hand side. They got a little bit of push. I thought Brown was going to go inside. Instead, he went outside, but nonetheless, good hard running.
And we have a Pearl River timeout. 2:58 to go here before the half. Pine up, 28-0.
Second down.
2nd and 8 for the Rebels. Turnage calling for it. Give goes to Baton here with room to run. Oh, no, did he lose it? Pine's saying they have it. It was knocked free.
And they do.
Oh, my goodness. So just when they were getting going, they were putting together a really good drive, and then that Pine defense comes up big again, punches it free, and gets the turnover.
Yeah, that's, I tell you what, it was a beautiful counter tray right there by Pearl River's O-line. The hole was there, and literally the only thing that Pine could do was reach in with one hand, and it just so happened to grab the edge of the football and rip it out. So, hey, great play by that young man, but the reality is if he's 1 inch away, it might be a touchdown. So, huge play right there by the Pine Raider defense.
And now Pine's offense, which has been very efficient, has 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go, 83 yards. Calls for it, and on the end around here is Owens, and he'll gain 2.
Good job right there by Pearl River's defense, able to spread that play out wide, get some hats flowing to the ball, setting up a 2nd and 8. Excuse me, 2nd and 7.
Play coming in from the sideline over there. It's funny to see because you don't see it very much.
Right. Again, that box is just crowded.
Looking to pass to Spears as pressure comes. He slings this one, and it's called in by DJ Garrett.
And again, Garrett's just, he's such an athlete. He's so tough to handle. He is going to be a chore for the DBs that he faces this season.
I'm wondering if the officials, or you can't see this on camera, but I'm wondering if the officials are going to stop play. It looks like they're not, but there's a truck with its brights on facing directly at the Pine offense. That's against the rules.
Yeah, that's home field advantage and then some.
Slung out, and it's incomplete. And Spears took a hit.
He did. He took it. I tell you what, he's been pretty brave staying in there. As I've said, Pearl River's able to get some pressure, and they're in his face when he's throwing the ball. But again, he's 6'4", and he can certainly see he's got a good, field of vision to work with.
Mr. RSO Mike. RSO Mike, please adjust the lights in the end zone.
Low snap, and it's blown up immediately.
Wow.
Tackled in the backfield is Johnson.
And I tell you what, you got to be impressed right there, because that looked like was that Cameron Thibodeau? No, excuse me. That was Braden Hutchison again, wasn't it? Wow. Or no,
Dakota Johnson.
Wow. Whoever it was. Maybe those lights in the end zone are getting to me too, aren't they?
Oh, there they go. 3rd and 13. Oh, nope, no, they're back on. I guess it's not against the rules if the officials haven't blown play to a stop yet. So fakes the toss, looking to pass as pressure bears down. It's slung out. This might be picked off, and it is. Going back the other way, it's Cameron Thibodeau. Room to run, crossing the 50, and he'll go out of bounds.
And a flag.
And that might be because he threw the ball up in the air.
It is.
So that'll push him back 15 yards after the return.
Well, a really big play and a nice return, but that return's probably going to be wiped out to a degree by that moment of exuberance.
42.7 seconds on the clock.
So Pearl River was going to have a short field right there, but now it's a little bit more of a chew, so to speak. Well, all I can say is it wasn't a shoe.
It was not a shoe.
So,
back to that
and I tell you what,
foggy game at Florida.
Yes, it was.
Were you there?
No, I was not.
Oh.
I've never been to the swamp, so at least not that one.
42.7 seconds on the clock. Turnage in the gun here on first down. He'll call for it. It's a screen out to Jenkins.
A nice call.
Jenkins with about a 7-yard gain.
So 35 seconds left.
And Pearl River takes a timeout with Pine leading 28-0. Second and 3 for the Rebels. Turnage gives to Brown, and he's upended it. He lost it, but I think Pearl River might have it back. Pine is signaling that they have it.
I don't think it matters. They're going to say, the officials are saying that the ground caused the fumble.
Got it. So a first
so
down.
It's going to be a first down, and
The clock's running. Now it stopped.
Yeah, it was at 27 seconds, and then it ran down to 25 and a half. So there we go. It's a first down for the Rebels.
Pine faithful not happy with the call.
Well, I mean, I guess I can understand that. They're seeing the tail end of that, not actually what happened in that moment. Clock's running.
Calls for it. Turnage slings it out. It's complete to Jenkins, and he'll be about a yard shy. And Pearl River will take their final timeout. 12 seconds to go here before the half. Pine up 28-0. All right, 12 seconds to go here before the half. Motion from Jenkins. Turnage calls for it, looking to pass. Launches this one toward the end zone, and that's going to be nearly picked off.
You got a flag on the play,
and a flag comes out.
Flag on the play.
Pearl River might get another bite at the apple right here.
4 seconds. Flag on again. We'll find out what happens. We'll continue.
Well, they would get that anyway with 4.8 seconds.
Right. But
this-
much closer, a
this would be
better
more
position for
manageable,
it, for
yeah.
sure. Pass interference.
Pass interference.
It's against Pine.
Raiders.
So the ball will be now spotted
They'll take us down about
at the 26-yard line.
And I tell you what, that initial excited toss of the ball earlier, that 15 yards would come in handy now. So, lesson learned.
And now Pine will take a timeout. 4 seconds to go here before the half. Pine up 28-0. 4 seconds here before half. Calling for it is Turnage. Rolling to his right. Here comes a flag. Here comes another one. Turnage launches it, and it's incomplete.
Well, that'll be declined, but that was an impressive hold. That was one of the WWE holds.
So there it is, holding. It's declined. So we will head to the half. Pine up 28-0. This one will be kicked away by the Rebels, and that will be picked up. He thought it was going out of bounds. And so he'll be brought down at the 15-yard line. It got dangerously close for Pearl River, maybe making a recovery there. So Pine picks it up, and, hey, that works out well.
It does.
They're thinking they're going to get the ball. Pine's thinking they're going to get the ball at the 40 instead, the 15.
And I tell you, if he doesn't pay attention to that and just turns his back, that means Pearl River's getting the ball just like Pine did to start the game. Now, that didn't happen, but it was close.
Pine up 28-0 here at the start of the second half. Pine has been very efficient moving the ball downfield. Pearl River needs to put it all together because they've made some drives.
Right, and they've actually done a good job here and there on defense. They just need to, like you said, put it together.
On a run here, that is number 28, Aiden McIntosh, with the carry and a first down for the Raiders.
And I tell you what, I think you said earlier he was 195. My guess is he's pushing 2 bills at this point.
Oh, for sure.
They may have stopped somewhere and got some dinner before they came here.
The roster was printed out a couple weeks ago.
Because I'm telling you, he's not backing down off of contact.
Absolutely not.
So, once again, first down for Pine. So Pearl River's defense is going to have to step up this first drive.
And it doesn't look like Pine has any intention to take that foot off the gas pedal.
No, they don't.
Give goes to Owens, breaks one tackle,
Wow.
Second brings him down. About a 2-yard gain brought down by Peyton Penton.
And I tell you what, earlier in the game, we were looking and we were trying to figure out who actually shot the gap and made that tackle. I'm convinced at this point it was Gage Duran, and he just laid a lick right there, finishing off that tackle. So number 2 for Pearl River. Yeah, he's impressive.
2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Look, clock is your friend.
Yeah, they're not in a hurry. There's no hurry-up offense right now from Pine.
Spears calls for it. Give goes with room to run. Breaks free, and that is a first down for Vaughn Johnson, who's been tremendous all night.
He has been, and I tell you what, he actually wasn't down there. He rolled over on top of the guy tackling him, and his knee or arm never hit. They blew the blade dead, but, yeah, he wasn't down. I don't think. Maybe, we've got video, obviously, and we'll see that later, but I'm pretty certain he wasn't down. It reminds me, it's reminiscent of the Auburn play in their national championship run.
1st and 10 from the 49. Motion from Owens. Give goes to Johnson with room to run. That offensive line continues to just blow Pearl River's defensive line off the ball and open up wide open holes for Johnson to hit.
They're big boy. There's some big boys right there. So, we were looking earlier, and we're not exactly sure of the weight of some of these guys because there's no information on a couple of them outside of their name and number.
But we know they're big.
They're not small human beings. I can promise you that.
The center there, 6'1", 330.
And right tackle's not small either.
Give goes to Johnson again with room to run, and that's a first down for the Raiders.
And again, that right tackle that I just mentioned, he was able to seal his block and create the hole on the outside. Yeah, when I said not small, he's 6'7", 285.
Oh, my goodness.
You guys are all right. You make a guy feel good. Way to go, Raider fans.
My eyes aren't that bad. I can tell that he's not a small fella. And if you're on the D line right there, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, you are up against some big guys. Calling for it. Give goes to Johnson again. And great push.
And why not just keep feeding the ball if you're Pine? I mean, the O-line's doing their job, and he certainly knows what to do when he gets space.
Philip Huth with the stop. And that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And again, it's just been a manageable drive.
Yeah, they've already run 4 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, and I think that's what they're looking to do, just churn, control the clock, try to find pay dirt at the end of the drive. They're in the driver's seat at this point, so smart play. Now, if you're Pearl River, you're looking for a turnover, and there was a great turnover right at the end of the first half. An excellent play on the ball, by the way.
Calling for it. Give goes. And he'll be about a yard shy. That is Christian Williams on the carry. 5'10", 185-pound sophomore running back.
Yes, and he's just, coming in and spelling Johnson right there because, wow. They're impressive.
So third and 2. 7 minutes to go here in the third.
And it is a long 2, it looks like. So Pearl River's defense has been able to stiffen on occasion. This is a big play right here on this drive.
Motion from Owens. Spears with the toss. Out to Johnson, looking to hit the edge. A great job by that Pearl River defense. It's Philip Huth once again with the tackle.
Great closing speed right there as well.
Oh, no, chippiness. Let's see what happens here. Flag comes out late. Is it going to be on Pearl River?
Well, we're about to find out, but, man, you really don't want that if you're the Rebels because you just made a great play. Another flag hits, so this may take a while.
Yeah, hearing some discussion that it may be.
Offsetting. That would be handy, but.
You see in your frame there 2 flags out.
Yes, you do. That being said, man, you make a big play like that, you want to use that for momentum.
For sure. It's going to be 4th down for Pine.
Doesn't take away from the play from Huth because, man, again, the closing speed on that tackle. And Johnson, who has been just amazing tonight for Pine and elusive, he had nowhere to go.
Here we go. On Pine? Okay, so it's going to offset. No, 2. Okay, 1 against Pearl River. And here's another one. Okay, so 2 on 2 offset.
All righty. And the laundry has been done, so it's not Monday, so we're not doing red beans and rice. But it was definitely laundry day.
So it'll be 4th down and 8.
I tell you what, am I seeing this incorrectly, or is Pine keeping their offense on the field?
Yeah, that's the offense coming back out on the field. We were watching warm-ups. They have a legit kicker. I don't know about almost 50 kicker, but he was doing pretty well in warm-ups.
He was at that. Another small fella comes and checks in on the line.
So from the gun, it
On
gets
the
past
ground.
him, picks it up, pressure coming, and he's sacked. Excellent job. That's just what Pearl River needed.
Huge play. Pearl River's defense steps up. And, man, I tell you what, it's time for Pearl River's offense to go out and use this momentum to climb back into this game. Not many missteps by Pine tonight, but that was certainly one of them.
I think you have a player mouthing off to a ref, and great leadership from Zadarius Brown, grabbing him by a jersey, saying, get to our sideline before
That's
this
right.
guy throws a flag on us.
That's right. Be smart.
C.J. McCarroll on the stop, folks, right there.
Well done by the Rebel defense right then. Good job stepping up. And again, Pine hasn't had many missteps tonight. They have been firing on all cylinders. But the one thing that you have seen is a low snap on occasion.
Turnage calls for it. Give goes to bat on, and he lays a hit as he's brought down, a gain of 3 on the carry.
Good hard running by Baton. And look, Pearl River has a two-headed monster in the backfield, and they can definitely do something with it.
We're going to step away for the heat and humidity break. 6 minutes to go here in the third. 28-0, Pine leading.
Pearl River quick to the line.
Second down, Turnage, give to Brown, and he'll gain 1 on the carry. Brought down by Trey Michael McGee.
I tell you what, McGee right there, he's no small fella either, and when he gets a big paw on you, it's tough to get away. So
3rd and 5 for the Rebels. Need to keep this drive going, trailing 28-0.
no doubt, Ed, you're at midfield right now, so this is going to be 4-down territory, provided this play gets some positive yardage.
Here's Brown, and he's bottled up. Maybe a gain of 1.
Well, decision time, and I would suggest that it's going to be time to go for it. So it'll be a 4th and 4. Offense is definitely on the field. So certainly Pearl River staff is looking at this going, okay, it's that time.
Turnage from under center, Brown in the backfield. Fakes the give, rolling to his right, and a flag comes out as Turnage crosses for the first down, but I think this is going to come back.
It certainly looks like it's in the area of holding. I suppose we'll see, but
Yep, holding on Pearl River.
so that will be coming back. And that is that should be a game changer.
See, they're going to send, it looks like, the punt team is coming down.
Yeah.
So Cooley back out to punt this one away, the senior punter.
And he obviously does his own rugby style to start with. He will be rolling to his right unless he just drives straight in. And
He's going to punt it away.
And that's going to check up.
Owens.
Be right at the 30.
Yeah, Owens saying, all right, stay away from it.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop here. So Pine's offense comes out to start this drive at the 30. Last time out, Pearl River's defense held strong.
They did, very much so, stiffened up and was able to get the ball back to the offense. And, the old dreaded yellow hanky ended the drive, this past drive for the offense. But prior to that, Pearl River was churning, and it looked like they had an opportunity to get their drive situated. Didn't happen. Raiders back on the field.
And a timeout is called. 4:30 to go here in the third. Pine up 28-0. Give goes to Owens on the sweep. Room to run. He's off to the races. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, James Owens.
And he's the one who scored a touchdown earlier. Similar play. And look, same side, actually, just opposite end zone. So basically, it's the same play that he ran on the the third down earlier to score.
So extra point unit comes out. A.J. Warren for the point after.
Warren, back to the ball.
Kick is up. And it's good. 4:18 to go here in the third. Pine up 35-0. Warren to kick this one away. And there was a penalty. So a shorter kickoff there goes in the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. Here's where it's very interesting. One more score by Pine creates a 42-point differential. That makes a running clock. So Pearl River must score.
Right. Or else the clock really works against you.
Absolutely, because you have a very efficient Pine team who likely will march the ball down and put it in, and then there's nothing you can do to stop it at that point once you reach that 42-point differential.
And their O-line has been very impressive this evening, as has their D-line. I tell you what, like you said, their defense has only given up 4 points a game.
Yeah, right.
It'll be less than 3 at this point.
Right.
Rebels come to the line, first and 10.
Handoff to Baton here, coming near side. A big stiff arm there.
Nice.
And he's tackled out of bounds. Oh, and we have a flag back at the 20.
Is this going to be in the neighborhood of holding again? And it is. So Pearl River's doing their best to get to the edge, but unfortunately to create that edge, it's been a couple of holds this evening. Although that one was, how can I say this, a little harder to spot than the one I saw earlier. The one earlier was really impressive. If you're going to get called for holding, get your money's worth.
Go Roman Reigns style.
No, I mean, I'm being facetious when I say that, but the reality is that was one impressive hold earlier.
Give goes to Baton, and he's upended for a short gain.
And there was a hole there, but it closed awfully quickly. I tell you, I mean, Pine's linebackers just flow to the ball. I mean, I guess when you have a defensive line that's dictating play, you can pick and choose where you're going to, focus. And, man, they've been impressive. Their front seven is good.
Snap is back. Turnage looking to pass, rolling. It's slung out, and it's complete. But Pine DB's all over it. Complete out there to Dalton Sabath, the 6'2 junior.
And again, well read. I mean, you just give credit where it's due.
And we're going to step away for an injury timeout. 3:12 to go here in the third. Pine up 35-0. All right, back from the injury timeout. 3rd down and 16. Low snap. Turnage handles it, looking to pass. Pressure coming, and he is sacked. Dropped by Lyrian Hart.
And 77 right there is he's like we were talking about earlier, like a fire hydrant. Just, I mean, man. 5'9", 220.
220.
And yeah, I don't know if that's accurate.
They're making up numbers.
I think so.
Brewery hands the kicker to the footer.
Punt from the end zone. He gets this one away.
Nice job under pressure in that spot as well.
Good roll. Oh, get away from that. Don't do that, buddy.
This time out for a change of possession is brought to you by our homecoming queen, Miss Lexi Pichon. Miss Lexi Pichon is a wonderful young lady who is rightly deserved that beautiful crown and that overall ability to comfort being your homecoming queen. I was first runner-up, but I didn't want to say it. First
Okay,
and
so like we were saying, this one, this drive here could lead to a running clock. On the sweep, room to run. That is a first down for Pine.
So is that Aiden McIntosh? Senior running back.
And
you know, you think you're catching a break, but you're not.
Spears calls for it, looking to pass now. And a pressure coming, gets away from it, and he'll take off himself with room to run. He'll get the first down and then some, and he'll head out of bounds, laying a lick on the way.
You know, that's one of those things. If you're up 35-0, you got your starting quarterback. I don't know that I want him instigating a hit right there.
For sure.
I mean, that's another one where I'm pulling him aside and saying, you know, you gotta.
Now, okay, I don't get that here because the quarterback was the one who laid the hit.
He instigated the contact, or initiated the contact, I should say.
So that makes it first and goal for Pine.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's a head shaker right there for sure. It's a head shaker all around. Like I said, one, I don't understand dropping him back to pass. That's the first thing. I don't understand him taking off on a design run, and I certainly don't understand him, you know, laying a lick right there. And last but not least, I don't get that flag.
Spears looking to pass once again. Rolling, has room, and he'll dive forward. He'll be inside the 5. Yeah, you have it in hand. And quarterback is putting himself in some dangerous situations here.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I love the motor right there of Philip Huth right there. 13 for Pearl River. He did not give up on that play at all.
Yeah, he's been tremendous all night, flying around the field.
Absolutely. Tenacious.
And that will end the third quarter as Pine leads 35-0.
We ready, second down.
All right, second down, top of the fourth quarter here. And he is into the end zone. That's Aiden McIntosh.
Untouched, right side, beautiful blocking. You just give credit where it's due. I mean, Pine has been really, really stout, you know, up front in terms of putting a hat on a hat and just imposing their will.
So extra point coming from Warren. Uh-oh. Bobbled kick is up, and it is no good. So it's 41-0. Pine leading here with 11:55 to go here in the game. Warren to kick this one away. Puts it up, and it is returned on that far sideline. Still racing up. That'll be good field position plus a penalty here.
There's a flag on the play. I'm wondering if it's a face mask. It was an odd look. Again, we're a long way away, but just an odd look. It looked like maybe he's grabbed a face mask. But who knows? We're going to find out soon now. It's a late hit out of bounds. Personal foul nonetheless.
This is excellent field position for Pearl River.
Yes, the best of the night that I can remember.
11:30 to go here in the game. Next week, we'll be at Mandeville High School for North Shore playing Mandeville.
And that could be interesting. Going in last year, my thoughts on that game didn't mirror the game itself. So it's kind of one of those things that's like, wow, I didn't expect that outcome. So I'm wondering if that'll be the case this year. It's two talented teams for sure.
Very talented. Baton on the carry there for a gain of 3. It's also Mandeville High School's homecoming. It's been a while since, so I'm a Mandeville High graduate, obviously. It's been a while since I've covered Mandeville on homecoming night.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Give goes to Baton. And he's brought down after a gain of maybe another 2.
Yeah, you might get an opportunity to see some people you haven't seen in a while. So this.
Yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Sometimes, like I said, you're lucky.
3rd and 5 for the Rebels.
Big play right here for the Rebels offense.
Turnage gives to Baton. Racing near side. He's upended. Actually, I think that was a dive and a first down.
And number 5 out there for Pearl River did an excellent job.
Sean Jenkins.
Excellent job handling his block and creating some space out wide.
.931 to go here in the game. Turnage gives to Baton. He's met in the backfield and dropped.
And I tell you what, that D-line, again, they're impressive, and then their linebackers are coming down. Pine's front 7 is good. So it's just tough sledding up the middle against these guys this evening.
Clock running down to 9. Turnage brings in the play. Give goes to Baton left side, and he's wrapped up. Oh, the ball came loose, and Pine is signaling that they have it.
Wow. Tough play right there. Baton went inside. It looked like there was some space outside, but maybe he saw something inside in that split second. But big play for Pine's defense either way.
(41-0). Play coming in from Spears. Give goes, and he's bottled up and dropped by Dakota Johnson.
Well done by 44 right there in the backfield immediately. and again, at this point in this game, if I'm Pine's coach with a limited roster, I mean, you're talking about a 3A school, I'm probably looking to get some youngsters in and save the legs of some of these guys. But I still see 7 in. I still see 8 in.
28 still in.
I still see the huge O-line in.
And the starting quarterback. No subs. Calls for it. Give goes to McIntosh. Round the right side. He has a first down. He's racing down the sideline. And he is still going and bottled up and pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
and perhaps that hamburger he had on the way here slowed him down. Because if he's 195, he scores. Great run by that young man.
Yeah, ball will be at the 17.
He's winded right now. He's got his hands on his hips, so.
Yeah, but no helmet tap.
No.
He wants to stay in and finish this one out.
He does at that. I would have a feeling, though, he's not getting this. This one's going to 7.
Motion for McIntosh. Oh, he dropped the ball. Give goes to 7. 7 bobbled it and was able to recover and gets down there for a first down.
And and it's kind of a weird situation to where that play should not have worked. But 7 is able to kick it up to the next level. And now he's got
That's not what you want to see.
He looks like he's hopping off with a cramp.
And we're going to step away for the heat and humidity break. Pine up 41-0. 6 minutes to go in the game. A 2nd and 1 for Pine. Give goes to McIntosh, and he is slung down once again by Dakota Johnson.
44 is having a nice game. Him, 2, 13. You gotta tip your hat to the tenacity of the Pearl River defense. They don't quit. And they've been up against it with some short fields this evening, and they've definitely showed some grit.
So 3rd and 4 for the Raiders.
They're down.
The hands up. Down to 5 seconds. Spears calls for it. Give goes straight ahead. Room to run. That offensive line is still playing hard. Getting the push.
They're good. They're good. That's a good offensive line.
Christian Williams with the run there.
And I tell you, this game has been such a hard-fought rivalry. I mean, over the last 10 years, I want to say it was Pine had 6 wins and Pearl River had 4. The last 6 years is 3-3.
Right.
So,
the last time we covered this, it was only a 10-point differential in score.
So this is the aberration in this series.
And once again, rushing forward, just eating up more clock, 2nd and goal.
And Pearl River again, still playing with some fire.
Yeah, it's homecoming night.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so they're going to play hard. We still have the band playing, doing a great job. Cheerleaders are still fired up. So not the result you want on the scoreboard, but everybody's still having a good time here in homecoming.
Yes, indeed. Always a good visit to Pearl.
A toss out to McIntosh, and he is in for the score. And you got to look, Javante Rogers with the hit there. He was crossing into the end zone, not giving up.
No.
Playing to the whistle.
He laid a lick right there on the way in. So I tip my hat to Pearl River's defense. I know the scoreline doesn't suggest that, but man, they've played with some tenacity.
Kick is up from Warren. And it's good. 2:53 to go here in the game, and Pine is up 48-0. This one kicked up, and it'll be returned by Pearl River.
Hit.
It takes a hit, but still keeps those legs moving, and he'll get down to the 48-yard line.
All the way up to the 48-yard line.
And the clock is running. Certainly Pine's friend right here, and we may see some new jerseys and new numbers at this point.
Yeah, I would expect it.
So
Like to send a big rebel shout out to Sister Sharon Dickens over there on the Pine sideline. We love you, Sister Sharon, wherever you're at, girl. We love you big time. Timeout on the field.
Step away, 150 to go here in the game. Pine up 48-0.
Didn't know I could do that kick, did you? Yeah, that broke my neck.
and handoff up the middle. Nice cut.
Yeah,
little
room to
jump
run.
cut.
Still off to the races. Oh, a big push there as he goes out of bounds. It's Brown on the carry.
That's the second time Brown's delivered a hit. And, man, he just relishes that, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's a physical back, a big physical back.
Yes, for sure. He and Bad on both big physical backs. Again, Pearl River with a two-headed monster.
Brown and Badon. And you also have Jenkins out there at receiver. Comes across on sweeps. They screen it out to him. Here goes Brown once again. Room to run. He is wrapped up and brought down inside the 15 as we're under a minute to play in this one. And I think it would do wonders for morale for Pearl River if they could get on the board here in the last 45 seconds of this one.
Indeed. And, you know, it's one of those things, too, with high school ball. Matchups make a difference. So Pearl River will come back next week, and they'll size up their opponent, which will be Independence. So one game does not make a season.
Give goes to Brown. Gets away from one. Gets away from another. Gets away from a third and fourth. It's the fifth guy who brings him down, and it's 20 seconds to go. And I think the clock is going to run out. So that will do it for this one. Let's give a thank you to those who helped bring you this game, starting with our superintendent, Mr. Frank Jabbia, supervisor of broadcasting, Dr. Melody Menard, cameraman, editor, and coordinator of Channel 13, Dave the Rave Williams, color analyst, Councilman Coach Jimmy Inman. So from Pearl River High School, where Pine is victorious 48-0, my name is Grant Yenny. Good night.